Let's bring on your next roaster. He may look like he's never played hockey, but I can assure you folks he's taken all the ass whoopings associated with it. Ladies and gentlemen, Michael Turner!
How we doing, everybody? We good? We got all the big names out tonight. This is big. Got a lot of pull here. I'm here. Think about that. The audience wouldn't know the difference between this roast lineup and the reunion show of Celebrity Rehab. Yes, Earl, that means you're the one-hit wonder that got into meth. And Joe, you're the bass player from Crazy Town. So, Sheriff Joe's roast would have actually gotten a little bit more star power. Maybe next time, aim up. This is the most Arizona thing possible, the fact that we are celebrating Black History Month by honoring the whitest thing we've ever seen. Was Barkley busy, drunk driving, getting a blowjob? Is that? We couldn't get Barkley? Shane, no, you had such a great career. Your only misstep was committing to the wrong franchise. You got a little groans out there? Oh, shut up. First of all, you know if the Arizona Coyotes left town tomorrow, nobody would notice till the Blackhawks were supposed to be in town, okay? While we're speaking about the Coyotes, you got to give it up for Arizona Coyotes ownership, too. Got to love the Arizona Coyotes ownership for calling Shane old and washed up, but allowing him to call it retirement. Shane, I've never seen someone so white and boring until I met Chris Franjola.
I'm not white.
Chris Franjola here. I know I don't have the best grown facial hair, but it makes for a better beard than your wife. Chris actually signed up for this under the impression that Shane was a figure skater. The closest Chris has ever been to a hockey game is when he cried at the end of Frozen. We got Coop in the building here, Coop. And give it up for black people in Arizona. This is big. I love it. Seeing a black person in Arizona is like seeing a bear in the woods, you know? Like, you know they exist, but when you see them, you're still like, oh, fuck. Coop looks like a parent straight out of a 90s sitcom. You look like Carl Winslow over there. What the fuck is going on? You look like you're angry your daughter is talking to Steve Urkel. I feel like you're going to leave here and go help John McClane figure out the Nakatomi Plaza. We got Lindsay Fry here. Lindsay Fry. Lindsay Fry is the only person from Mesa to go to Harvard, or to play hockey professional, or to have a checking account. Jimmy Shubert here. Jimmy Shubert is the uncle every family knows not to leave their kid alone with. So you look like you're an old New York detective that still has a cold case that haunts him. What is that? You look like you're late for divorce court. Paula Boivin, right here. We got Paula Boivin in the building. They actually have. She's got some things in common with Shane, mainly the fact that they both peaked 10 years ago. Paula is comfortable up here. You can see how comfortable she is since she spent her career in Arizona sports, and so she's very used to being surrounded by losers. Talking about all you on that one, yeah? All you. George Laraque is in the building right here. George Laraque. George's physical form and his comedy have a lot in common. They're both bloated and sad when you really break them down. How do you look like every black person in the Dave Matthews Band? George is black, French-Canadian, vegan, or as Arizonans would call it, not from around here. We got Rick Bronson here. Give it up for Rick, putting his whole thing on. I don't know if you guys know that. Look at the chair here that Shane's sitting on, but Rick is so cheap that he's actually going to have an unpaid intern return this to Home Goods tomorrow. Joe Bartnick. If you don't know Joe, Joe's the one that looks like he's got a really strong relationship with a Supercuts barber. Looks like a guy that's got a passionate opinion on Metallica. You look like your wife left you. Yeah. Your haircut looks like you rent. Speaking of renting, Earl Skakel is here. We got Earl Skakel. No clapping for Earl. That's always good. Earl is a rental car away from an Amber Alert. Earl looks like he's late for a Mighty Mighty Bosstones show. I never knew Elvis had a kid with an extra chromosome. Shane, after all the people that I asked about you, the one consistent thing that I've heard about Shane Doan from his friends and people that have played with him, people that know him, is that you've got a huge penis. So just to clarify, you've won 2 golds, 3 silvers at World Championships, 1 World Cup, you've been to the Olympics, you've been an All-Star, and the only thing that people remember you by is that you got a huge dick. Really left a hell of an impression on people, man. I didn't know donor was short for organ donor. And Andrea, I know your wife is out here. I'm not as hung as him, but I listen. First of all, your poor wife. What are you putting her through? No, literally, she's beautiful enough where she could have married an athlete from any sport. She settled for a hockey star. You could have been more money with Fitz. What the fuck are you doing? Your poor wife. You married a guy that looks like a Nickelback fan who got into CrossFit. But leading up to this, it was tough explaining to people what I was doing. I was like, it's the roast of Shane Doan. And they're like, what do you mean? I was like, he's like the Kurt Warner of the Coyotes, but no championships and less personality. Or like the Steve Nash of Arizona hockey, but 0 MVPs and not as many All-Star games and way less personality. Look, he's the best Arizona Coyote ever. No? All right, well, look, he's just a guy that lives in North Phoenix, couple of kids, nice wife, huge cock. Thank you, guys.
Michael Turner. I think that huge penis just touched him when they hugged it out. I don't want to look, but I feel like I want to. It's not a gay thing, it's more of interest now. Did you get changed in my office? Can I run the cameras back after?